time, we're joined by Georgia State head coach Ron Hunter, as well as student athletes number 23, Manny Atkins, and number 22, RJ Hunter. Coach Hunter, could you please start off with a brief opening statement?
Yeah, I am extremely proud of my guys. It's been an incredible year. We just fell a little bit short today. A couple things we didn't do. We didn't end the game well at all, but I'm really proud of these guys. Winning 25 games and winning the regular season championship. Just really proud of them. And as I just told them, life isn't necessarily always fair, but you got to kind of deal with some of the consequences. And so this one game, as I just told them, will not be a reflection on what we've accomplished this year. So, we'll be playing next week, as I told them that. And so as much as it hurts because we want it to hurt, that's part of the maturation process. So, but I couldn't be prouder as a coach of these young men.
Thank you, Coach. We'll now open it up to questions for the student athletes. Please wait for the microphone and identify yourself by name and media outlet. Right here in the front left.
Doug Robertson with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Can y'all just talk about the final couple of minutes of regulation and what the strategy was and what happened?
You said the final end of the game. I mean, I guess we didn't hold our composure enough. At the end, we got that lead, and we started to settle a little bit, and they just made a lot of tough plays down the stretch, and they cut the game close, and it was just a dogfight at the end.
RJ, any thoughts on the last few minutes?
I kind of reminded our guys that they do this. They did this, I think, twice at their place and at our place, and just did some things out of characteristic of us. So just some bonehead plays, and then made some great plays. So a lot of credit should go to them and not what we did.
Another one on the left side.
Alec McQuaid from The Signal. Just talk about the emotion you're feeling right now.
It hurts. It hurts because coming into this conference tournament, we won the conference, number one. And we really had our mind set on coming out with this win today. After all we did this season, we didn't want it to end right now. And this being my last year, my senior year, I really wanted to win this game, and it hurts bad. And now we just gotta look forward to coming into this NIT and taking over from there.
Additional questions?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
CJ, the same thing, just the emotion of coming this close, but in your aspect, knowing that you got another couple of shots at it.
RJ, and it's tough, man, because in high school, same thing, man. Second place in state championship, it just seemed so close. Just proud of my guys. They gave it all they got. That's all I got.
He was in those final minutes of regulation. I don't know if you were trying to milk the clock or what was going on.
Well, we had the lead, and one of the things we've done all year is we're such a great free throw shooting team that we thought that they had to chase us and foul us. And so one of the things when we have we had a 2-possession lead, what we want to do is have them chase us. And we had the ball in Devontae's hand. We want to have it in our guard's hand, and he didn't protect the ball and kind of got a turnover. So one of the things that we like to do when we feel like when we get leads, that when we try to get it to the point where we're in a bonus. And so we thought the only way to, without turning it over, something we've done a great job all year, is that they would have to foul us.
The rebounding, they had 20 offensive rebounds, which has been an issue for the team all season. Yeah. Were they was it just boxing out, or what was going on?
No, they're a great rebounding team. They're bigger and more physical than we are, and so we knew that, and we've actually been rebounding fairly well. But that's what ended up costing us. Not so much the turnovers even at the end, but even in regulation, if we just get that rebound or get a fingertip and knock it away, we win the game. But the rebounding definitely was a factor. That's the strength of theirs, and we just didn't take that away. You can't go 20 offensive rebounds.
Alec McQuaid from The Signal. Can you talk about just the defensive attempt to cover Rimmer? Obviously, he was able to get open a lot. One of the league's better three-point shooters.
Yeah, you got to do a good job on Peyton. Peyton runs this team. He's the engineer, and so I thought we did a fairly decent job, really, making sure that he couldn't do too much in that guard. But Rimmer made some big shots. Again, it was a heavyweight game. Really good players, and Rimmer stepped up and made some really tough shots when he needed to, and so we got to give him credit for that.
Moving over to the right side now.
talking about Ryan Harrow and just everything he's been through the last year to come through with 37 points in biggest game of the year.
Yeah, he really carried us and really played well and really wanted to, like all the guys, I think they all wanted to win the game. And again, I think he, toward the end he got tired, so he was really on a roll. So he's a good player and he's hurting right now. And, he'll learn from this. All the guys are hurting and they'll learn to come back and be stronger and better next year.
Going back to the left.
Ron Ted Lewis from the New Orleans Advocate.
Yeah.
You've been in this a long time. Can you talk about, especially when you're in a one-bid league and like you were at Uwe, the finality of a game like this when, so much is on the line, the NCAA tournament, these guys may not get that many shots at it, and just for your emotion as a coach when you get that close to it?
Well, the one thing is I want to make sure that, our kids play with a lot of effort tonight. As I told them, we're not going to let anything or anyone tell us that we're failures. We won a championship. We lost at a buzzer in overtime for the most part. And in a short period of time, we've done a lot at Georgia State. And I keep using the word from the very first day that I've been here. It's about a process. You don't just come in and turn on the switch. It's a process, and these guys have been tremendous. And so, again, what they've got to do is sometimes you got to learn how to have pain before great things happen. Lafayette's been doing this a long time. It's been a long time since they've been in the championship game and also getting to the NCAA tournament. So, you fight, you get there. But again, what we got to do is make sure that we get ourselves ready to play next week in NIT. And so, as I told our seniors, we have to continue to get ready and continue to look forward to play.
Right here in the front.
You had said that y'all had the ball in White's hands in the final
Yeah.
minutes of regulation. Were they taking Harrow away, or did you not want Harrow to continue to do what was effective for a while?
That's what I was saying before. He was dead tired.
Okay.
The reason he was trying to hide in the corner, he's dead tired. He couldn't. I didn't want to take him out. I thought he could make free throws, but he just could not. He was tired. And when he kind of runs away from the ball, you kind of know that. You saw. As a matter of fact, he even asked to come out, but we couldn't get him out at that particular time. But again, we had the ball in a senior's hand. And a good player. He just and it's killing Devontae right now. But again, if he just switches hands on that right there, they just kind of make that kind of reach from behind, and he just turned the ball over.
It almost seemed like a carbon copy of the game at the sports arena because White had a turnover in the last minute of that game that Peyton converted.
Yeah, and we talked about that's one of Peyton's strengths is that, and really their entire team, they do a good job of back tipping and getting their hands on balls in that regard. But, again, one of the things we want to do is we want to have the ball in our seniors' hands at the end and, for them to be able to make plays. And I think both teams were exhausted. There's no question about that. And like our guy said, that, they made one more play than we did.
Any further questions?